The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets.
Let's go, baby.
Logo, 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
They begin with a run by Barkley, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 2's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On first and 10, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here goes Simon. 42. Ready? Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
To the air again, Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New York.
This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
218, chop. Get it.
They'll run with Barkley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Dexter Lawrence providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
These two teams all tied after one.
On the set. Mike Barber. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On second down, here's Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 10 logo. 29. Check back, check back.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. This is Butler making the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Bang, 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 bang. Waiting.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let it break. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll drop the throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A handoff to Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check three, check three.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 2nd and 1, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Cut his left. Cut his left.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Four down.
Darnold on third down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son. 42. 42 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check. Yo, lady. Check. Hot, bro. Hot, hot.
Darnold now to throw. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. They find some open field here. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. from 10 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead to try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm going to hit you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Watch the pass.
Protein spill. Fight.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Topper!
Watch the run, watch the run. 29 is the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Two, Mike's 4-2. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Matchbox right. Now.
Looking to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But